Once upon a time, a young man named Ethan sought the guidance of a wise sage named Master Li. Ethan struggled with his temper. His anger and frustration often got the best of him. Desperate for a way to control his emotions, he approached Master Li and asked for advice. Master Li smiled and gestured for Ethan to sit beside him. "Let me tell you a story," he said. "A long time ago, there was a powerful emperor named Darius, who ruled over a prosperous kingdom. One day, he decided to visit a neighboring land, intrigued by tales of its ruler's wisdom. Upon his arrival, Emperor Darius was welcomed with great honor, and a lavish feast was prepared in his name. As he sat down to enjoy the feast, he noticed a small insect had landed in his golden goblet. Disgusted, he immediately ordered a fresh drink. The neighboring king, observing this, calmly remarked, "Your Majesty, do not let such a small thing disturb your peace. It is but a tiny creature. It does not deserve your anger." Emperor Darius scoffed, "I cannot tolerate such things. Even a small insect can ruin my mood." The wise king smiled and replied, "It is not the insect that ruined your mood, but your reaction to it. We hold the power to control our emotions. Do not let them control you." Struck by these words, Emperor Darius pondered deeply. Upon returning to his own kingdom, he resolved to practice the art of not reacting to trivial matters. Over time, he noticed a remarkable change. He could maintain his composure even in the face of adversity. His newfound patience allowed him to make wiser decisions, earning him the respect of his people. Master Li finished the story and looked at Ethan. "You see, my child, reacting impulsively to situations often leads to regret. Anger clouds our judgment, and frustration weakens our spirit. But when we learn to pause and reflect, we regain control." Ethan absorbed the lesson, but still felt unsure. "But Master, isn't it unnatural to suppress emotions?" Master Li chuckled. "Not reacting does not mean suppressing emotions. It means acknowledging them without letting them dictate your actions. Learn to observe your emotions as they rise. Take a deep breath. Give yourself a moment before you respond." Inspired, Ethan began practicing mindfulness and self-awareness. Initially, it was difficult. His temper still flared, but he would take a step back instead of lashing out. Over time, he noticed a change. He became calmer, his relationships improved, and people started seeking his wisdom. One day, his friend Oliver came to him in distress. "I don't understand how you always stay so composed," Oliver said. "I find myself getting angry at the smallest things." Ethan smiled. "I used to be the same, but I realized that reacting without thinking only worsened my problems. Now I give myself space to process my emotions before responding. It has changed my life." Oliver took his advice and, with practice, found himself becoming more patient and level-headed. As word spread of Ethan's wisdom, he became known not for his temper, but for his unshakable calm. The power of not reacting is a skill that can transform lives. While we cannot control every situation, we can control how we respond. By mastering our emotions, we make better decisions, strengthen our relationships, and cultivate inner peace. Moral of the story: true strength lies in self-control. Reacting in anger can cause harm, but responding with patience leads to wisdom and clarity. We may not be able to control what happens to us, but we always have the power to control how we react.